Moments he had surgery, the stitches start from here and go all the way to the belly button. As I stood up, they ruptured.
Sure.
Kwaphuma igazi like this.
Jesus.
The whole ward went crazy. There's an emergency, and then so I stepped aside. Bangena, they had to pump blood back into him. He's open, obviously he must go back to surgery. They took hours. I think it was around 4. They took hours. Situation is bad now. There's 4 valves. 2 of the valves have failed. So uzobagu ICU on a course of 8 antibiotics for 6 weeks.
Hello and welcome back once more to the Hope Revolution podcast. My name is Mraro. I'm overjoyed to have you here present with us for another amazing episode where we're diving into someone's life, diving into another experience that you and I have not gone through. But yeah, looking forward to learning what God has prepared for us today. We are very grateful for the fact that God's grace is still with us. We are still able to wake up and do this again. You'll hear that I've got a very deep voice today. It's because I've got a little bit of a flu. I'm not trying to be fancy or anything. So excuse me if I cough here and there. But alternatively, thank you so much, guys, for commenting, liking, sharing. Remember, up to 90% of the people that watch this show have not subscribed. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 100,000. We are almost there. At this point, I think we are on 96,000 something subscribers. So please help us get to 100,000. If you want to if you want to sit with me in the studio and share your experience and share your learnings and your knowledge and your wisdom, don't hesitate to contact us on the number that's been displayed on the screen as I speak. We're also spotlighting you guys. We're also spotlighting those that are commenting and engaging and liking and sharing. So look below the screen to see if your handle shows up. This is just us appreciating you for the people that you guys are. Now, today, without wasting time, we've got another guest who felt that they want to come through and share their story. Sawubona mama.
Sawubona baba.
Kunjani?
Ngiyaphila njani?
Ngikhona. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi uthatha isikhathi sakho kubanda kanje uze la uzositshela indaba yakho. Umama ngizothi ubani wakuphi?
Ngiyabonga ukuthi ningibize nami ngibe khona la today. Khanyisile, Nkosi. Ngizalwa kaMdluli. So uNkosi isibongo saka my late husband, uThulani Nkosi.
Umdluli Swati ne?
Yes.
Okay.
I was born in Soweto.
Oh, nice.
Baragwanath Hospital. So I'm a Sowetan through and through. And my mom is still alive.
Okay.
Soweto still. We don't stay together, but she stays with 2 of my children.
Oh, nice.
Omncane is boarding school, so
okay.
We see him on weekends.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I'm a young widow.
Okay.
But I'm an only child as well.
Okay.
My dad passed away in 2018.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. Yeah.
No, thank you. We survived that. My parents were married for 40 years when my dad died. After being together for 44 years.
Sure. It's a long time.
Yeah. He suffered from metastatic cancer, which we only picked up at a late stage. So by the time he was hospitalized, it was always stage 4.
Oh.
And nothing could be done. So it was just downhill from there. Spent a couple of weeks in hospital, but also understand I understand fully Mina why he did not share it with me in particular.
Okay.
Because of the nature of my personality and who I am.
Okay.
It just became evident which Babam didn't want to go through the whole treatment, the whole thing. We are dotoswa, he saw my up and down and I sometimes get the feeling that my dad hoped he would die in his sleep.
Okay.
This well-kept secret.
He wanted it to be a peaceful experience.
Yes, without anyone suffering in the process. It didn't end up like that, but because he was suffering. By the time he was admitted in hospital, the cancer had spread everywhere in his body. Begunama lesions in his spine. There was nothing that was explaining why asakwazi ukudla.
Okay.
Why asakwazi ukuhamba.
Sure.
And within a week of being hospitalized, he was already bedridden. The spine wasn't working anymore. He was heavily medicated. He was self-medicating, which is why I believe he knew what he's been going through, but just decided I love Angbajeli.
Yeah.
This girl is going to be all over me.
No, or maybe that you're still able to share it with a smile and that you're able to reflect on the experience openly and in a light manner. Yeah. Sorry to disturb you. I don't usually do this, but I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
And then, take me forward to, because I understand that you said you are a widow.
Yes.
Let's talk about your partner, your husband, your late husband.
Yes.
Let's talk about where you meet him and what ultimately concludes you saying, this is my guy.
So I met my husband through a friend.
Okay.
He's a mutual friend. And we are at an event. I was seeing someone else, but I was not happy in that relationship. I'm like, this relationship is just refusing to end.
Yeah.
Because the person will still see me and I'm still available, So because I'm still with him. And the son says at this event, I've got the perfect guy for you.
Okay.
Perfect guy for me. No, you will love him. My husband was a very intelligent man. And I love highly intellectual men. He says, no, Zomtandalo. Sure, And then he says, no, come around to the back. We go to the back and he introduces us. We exchange numbers. He says, no, fine, I'll call you and everything, I come back and I'm like, hi, are you sure about this guy? I'm picking up a little bit of arrogance. I expect Amina. Something like, hi. I expect the same reaction from him. I mean, I'm the prize.
Yes.
This was in 2011.
Okay.
And fast forward a week, he calls, where are you? It's a Sunday. Where are you meeting Konang Sentlin? Wenzani, I'm lying on the couch. I'm listening to music, Metro FM. It's around 3 p.m. No, what's a lang kon? I'm like, no. How unemotomas? No, that's not the point. I need slap. Where now, if you want to see me, come to me. What's when I love me na in corner? Because I'm chilled. I have no interest in coming to that crowd. He says, well, okay. He leaves it at that. He calls a week later. He does the same thing. It's a Saturday. I'm with my friends. I'm like, oh, good for you. How was I like? No, it's not gonna happen. I block him. I block and delete.
Okay.
Like, you know what? This guy's just wasting my time.
Yeah.
My friend calls me in the week. Come and see me, man, tomorrow after work. I'm like, okay, hamba. Siya relaxa, gumnandi. It's a Monday. You're having drinks. You know these Monday sessions. And like, I give him the whole story. And I blocked him. He says, what? No, don't block him. That guy likes you.
True.
I can understand what is he not doing right? Because he says he's called you twice. He called me twice. Is that what he calls calling me twice? Oh, come on, don't be difficult. Says, please unblock him. Okay. I unblock him immediately after unblocking. I think this one calls him and says, no, but I can't block him for now.
Try again, yeah.
So he calls, where are you? I tell him, oh, okay, is a lap. He comes. I think he was just trying to make the situation not awkward for himself. Magafiga ang taller, because I was definitely just going to look at him like somebody I don't know. I've only met him once. So he comes, and from that day onwards, it clicked. Okay. I find that actually, right, this is someone that I could be with. And so we start talking every day. He calls. It's like, your traditional boyfriend. We are phone. We are on a daily. I mean, literally, comes to my work for lunch. He calls me, doesn't text. Not these texts of all HUD or those things. No. If he texts, he says, hello, mama, and I'm like, oh, okay. Are you in a meeting? No, he calls. He calls the office.
Sure.
And I'm loving this. I'm like, hi, this is exactly what I want. This guy is courting me. And we developed a friendship. Like, I marveled at his intellect. He spent a lot of time with me. ironically, we spent all our time together until he died. Ngiyacabanga nje ukuthi it was only when I travel, because I love traveling.
Okay.
If I'm gone for like 5 days or 7 days with a friend, then asibonani. But from when we met, like after 2 weeks,
You're together.
Every single day we talked daily. We spent time with one another every weekend. I mean, that guy was so sweet. The first 6 months of our relationship, big friendship, see, getting to know one another, to spend all this time together, going out until early hours of the morning, and he was a perfect gentleman.
Okay.
But as Kenzinix, as a couple, we haven't gone and spent the night together, the weekend together or anything. And 6 months into it, I thought, hey, I love this guy. Like, I'm falling for him. I'm enjoying his company. God, what if things are not working properly? I'm too young to commit myself to something that will not lead us anyway, What if now I end up being bored in the relationship because there's parts of it that don't work? I need to see pieces wonke wale puzzle must fit together. So I asked him, like, are you gay or something? Like,
6 months in.
How?
No.
How? Not even an attempt. He was playing hard to get. But we're together. When we're together, time passes. And even when I started thinking about it, I said, but where was the opportunity? But opportunity could be created, So I asked him and I said, no, is there a problem? Because if there is, I think maybe see the conversations with Melanie, this is a friendship. Are you in direction?
Yeah.
If I it's like, no. I was waiting for you to show an interest in that.
Oh, okay.
Really? I'm interested in that. Of course, it's part of the package.
Yeah.
So that's how long it took, and the fact that he just waited for me, and that was just, he was sweet.
It was remarkable. It's unheard of today.
Absolutely. I mean, who's gonna do that?
Yeah.
Just wait for no reason.
6 months.
Ngoba at least umuntu uyazama uthi let's get to know one another.
You are under pressure. Like, hey, you are wasting my time. What are we doing here?
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
But so also he was in his situationship at that time, but I was divorced.
Okay.
Even though I was in a relationship with someone else. I was divorced, but at the same time being a little bit cautious about who I bring into my life because I just come out of a abusive marriage, which took long for me to get out of. Okay. And even though it had been some time, right? The divorce took over a year. So, separated. I remember I divorced in May of 2011. Then I met him in December. So, it had been a year since we'd been trying to divorce with my ex-husband. And I had a small baby who was 2 years old.
Okay.
I have 3 kids, by the way, 3 boys. So the youngest was 2 at the time. So I just thought, I need someone who's kind. Someone who will just accept me. I'm crazy. I can be very crazy. And angang change.
Okay.
Know that I love you still. I love fully and deeply. Just don't change me.
Okay.
And I'm very loyal. So if you can see that, yes, I'm crazy. Yes, I want to experiment and experience life. It doesn't take anything away from the relationship. I'll still put you first.
Okay.
Just allow me to be me.
Okay.
And then I met him, and here's this guy that just lets me be, that chooses me. Yeah. And a lot of people beba against the relationship at first, from his side, his friends and that. But it's also because of Chayak. These people that are generous to a fault, that everyone just invites and they know and stuff. And Mina, I'm not that girl.
Okay.
I want rules. I want boundaries. And now I want to create these boundaries. Which no, you're not going to do this. You're not just going to come to a party with a provider.
Yeah.
You're not just going to be the life of the party that you are invited to. Let people take care of their business and that. So I stepped in that sense.
Okay.
But he allowed me.
Ish.
He allowed me. He loved me loudly. I love loudly. And he allowed that.
Oh, nice.
He allowed that. We dated for a while. We dated for a long while. We broke up. I dumped him 100 times, possibly. For different things, for different reasons. I remember one time, I think once a week.
Sure.
And I'll dump him now at 4 and then I'll see him again around 7. He'll just come and sit and say nothing. Khanyisile, all right?
Yeah.
If we were using one car for the day, he'll pick me up at work. I know you dumped me, but
So I think at some point she was like, this always happens.
Yes.
I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So 2014, we moved in together. Like, a relationship wasn't perfect. And I pushed back. So when I'm unhappy, I'll dump him. And then I'll go and date someone else.
Okay.
Just so that I'm totally alone. Like, because then he keeps coming back.
Okay.
And then I'm sad. It would say, so you know what? This thing is not working.
Yeah, it's a plan.
Yeah, like I told you, I need to situation and even if a person says Maruto mlahlile, I'm like, sis kolelene silungisilele yana.
You're hated, dog. You're hated.
No, look, I can't expect you to when in a week, in 2 weeks, so head over heels in love with me.
What if that's the case? I mean, what if you find that the guy just feels like, you know what, I'm staying here. And in that 2 weeks, I mean, you basically decide whether you love someone or not within the first 5 minutes. You've decided to go to law.
Possibly.
Fair. So 2 weeks, I've actually settled. In my mind, I'm like, no, muntu.
I get
when
you.
You say, daughter, I'm back to my situationship.
And I can understand which in the 2 weeks, Pella, you've seen me every day.
Yes.
We talk every day. So you can see which island to corner. In that 2 weeks, I'm still seeing him. Because I dumped you. And so we moved in together and we stayed. At that time, he was married. He was divorcing, or he wasn't divorcing, but he was staying with me. And Yanaguya, it was perfect. But you know what? I mean, it is known, and I'm not that girl. I want to be the prize, right?
Okay.
But I loved this man. And that was okay with me. Like, whatever you want. As long as we're happy.
So he was going to wait. He was going to have the two of you present.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a Stembu situation.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying for you, anything. I love that man.
Sure.
And anyone I tell, which I tell is Tembu. My friends, my family, where na? This man is with me every day. He's here. And we was here why he feels uguti, I'd let me rather keep both of you, And Mina, he wants to be with me. He's with me. So I'm not question about where is he, right? But then sometimes it bothers me. I'd come back on some days and say, I'd just go home.
Go through your other person.
Yeah. Because what if something happens to you? In my house. In our house, by the way, because sure. But what if something happens to you? Manje, ufuna bagin bezela. Because we won't open the gate for them. When ufana nesvagashi la. But that day is saying I'm lasha food.
Yeah.
And then he's still like, no, you ain't they know I'm with you.
And the wardrobe is full with these clothes there.
Everyone here knows Gucci.
Toothbrush, Vaslab, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And Mina, I'm like, I'll tell everyone so that when I bring someone else, no one questions it. So ultimately, he tries this temple business. He has conversations with the family. I don't know what happens there, but he comes back with feedback that just annoys me. I'm quite interested. I'm like, not my monkey, not my circus. This is your whole idea. And your whole idea is backfiring. So all I'm saying is, yes, you're choosing me, Mara, ungifaka situation that engayifuni, you know? I don't want to be in this situation. I don't want these problems. Mawuyenza le situation imanage wena inkinga yakho akusinkinga. Yeah, you came to me fully available, you know? So he says, no, it's fine. Then at some point he says, no, I've told them, if it can be done my way, then milinkete.
Okay.
I choose you. And that's it. Like, okay, choose me. You're with me anyway, so it's just a formality. So we move. I got a job in Pretoria. My dad died.
Okay.
2018, I got a job in Pretoria after a couple of months after my father passed. And I said to him, look, I got this job and I took it. And it's Nami, I'm fighting back.
Yes.
But the relationship looks perfect to someone who doesn't know ukuthi kunalento.
Yes.
You know?
There's something else.
Kunale mfene nje etetiwe la. And bangtetisa le mfene angifuni.
Yeah.
So I say no, I'm moving man. Wena ungasala la. He says no. Kanjani? Mama, I'm moving.
Mama now.
So we moved together. He still says, no, this is what I need to do. I'm like, no, I don't want to stay with someone's husband. But how you've been staying with someone's husband for 4 years. And it's exactly, but angimfuni. My worry is, ungagula. Ungangabi right. And I don't want people in my house for starters. And also I don't want to fight with anyone because you always walk away and choose me. So in everybody's eyes, I'm the bad girl. I don't mind really. But here's the thing, you need to know where you stand. You want to have your cake and eat it, you know? Then here in 2018, he starts the divorce. Like, no, I choose you. I'll never go back there. And they know, let me just do the right thing.
So back there, maybe let me disturb you a little. What's the situation that side? What's the sentiment? Are the children that side?
Yes.
How are they receiving this news that he keeps perpetuating and bringing through to them, which is tembu, now divorce? What's the feeling there?
I don't get involved. I had my 3 children. He had his. And my stand is, Mina, I divorced. Me. When things were not working out. Because I didn't want to subject my children to all these questions or yonkele, angaz, mele phansi uba explainele. And decidedly mine are all younger than his.
Okay.
Abam. So whatever it is that he's been going through it long before I came into the picture. My husband was 17 years older than me. So he's older. But lama conversations are whack. And I'm refusing. I'm saying, first of all, I won't discuss it with you. I won't give you advice. I won't tell you what to do. When you met me, I think when he met me in that first time we started dating, at some point he was staying at some hotel. And I stayed there for a couple of weeks. So I only learned later how Lumutu was ushadile when he said he's going home. What do you mean you're going home? Because I've been asking and I was like, well, we're here now. You're going home.
Yeah.
What does that mean? And then he went home and then he came back and then he's like, no, okay. I don't want to be involved. I get
Yes.
To make sure when I move on, I always like to be on a clean slate when I move on. I'll close one chapter before I start another. I won't make the chapters mingle. And even though during our relationship, being tamper and date other people, it's over.
Done. Yes.
Right now. And among Pumala, ngihlangane nobhuti ngiyamqoma phela wena ngilahle match.
Yeah.
Sengiyazi ukuthi 12 ngithe it's over. Ngo 1 o'clock ngihlangane nomuntu omusha angimkolode explanation. Nawe noma ungaphuma uhlangane nathi ngo 2 o'clock somewhere, I'll be like, dude,
we finished.
Yes. And literally, because I sincerely meant it at that time, I never dumped him as the ultimatum or something, because I figured this guy has nothing to lose. Maskafan mangaphuma la uyongena ngale kwakhe vele yena akadingi next umuntu la omelenza ama decision kahle kahle ukuthi ufunani
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that has to decide which direction is my life going.
Yeah.
Only to find that I have a soft spot for him. Vele. Mangabuyayi. Mangathi, sincerely, I'm taking a decision. Okay, come home. What's that, darling? So, yeah, and then, so he divorced, and then walobola. And then we're now together. He's mine, and conversations were had. Which we see now, he made it clear to his family, which I choose Kanye. Of course, I'm not Miss Popularity because, choose Kanye kanjani. And also because I'm young.
Yeah, and the assumption is that you're the reason why they broke. You know how family is.
Yes.
You're the reason why they broke up. Whereas when you got there were already issues there. The guy was already staying in a hotel.
Exactly.
And yeah, I'm just happy now that you know the family. And
No. I knew that, and that's also the thing that kept bothering me. I mean, obvious, you're more wrong, when I saw you victim because ukhetha mina. But ukhetha mina kanjani? Because awungikhethi nami. You haven't made a choice when are you just 1 foot here and 1 foot there? It's as if you're waiting to see which one is going to work out, make a decision. Even when he took the decision, Atigimi, no, mina, between 2014 and 2018, I found it to be cowardly. Again, in my head, you were not taking a decision.
Okay.
You're not. You're simply saying, the situation is right. No two millennium girl.
Oh, that's
you
a
get what I'm
subliminal
saying?
message there.
Yeah. Because why choose it? How is it going to work? I would ask and say, uhlala nam Monday to Monday. There's never a day you're not here. So much is because you need to share time.
Yes.
And I'm not giving my time to anyone. Says shut delay. Isn't that no? That's all. Do you see why I'm saying this guy was just simply
undecided?
Yeah. Not afraid maybe to break up his family. Afraid maybe to mess up or divorce. I think completely. He didn't want to let anyone down. He was a kind man.
Okay.
If he could find a way to make everyone happy, because but practically life I seven.
Yeah, true.
There's decisions you're gonna make, no matter how good they are, someone's gonna be hurt. And that's what he was trying to avoid.
Okay.
And then mina being menzel. Means go home. So
you tell him to go to the other side?
Yes.
Okay.
To leave. It's easier.
Would that be a genuine decision where you're like, I'm setting you free, I don't have any grudge or any bad feeling?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, go see your people that side.
Go home, like permanently.
Oh, okay.
Because for me, the situation felt heavy for me. I didn't sign up for this. I don't need to carry this. And also, how much do I have to lose? I can start afresh. I'm young. I meet another man. I meet people all the time. And at the time, the industry I worked in was very male-dominated. So, on a daily. It's not a case you could see in a fear, I'll end up alone, and also when I started dating him, remember I just come out of my divorce. I wasn't looking for someone to marry me.
Okay.
And if anything, I would have ran away from anyone who figured out I was let's get married. I'm not going through that again. Not at the moment. And I'm not saying not ever. Sometime in the future, yes. But right now, I just want someone to be here.
Yeah.
To have the companion.
Yeah. So nakoge segelobulile then.
Yes.
How does life proceed then from there?
We're staying together, Vele. We're always together. But obviously there's that load that has now been removed, You're divorced. So we're now husband and wife. Of course, the dynamics and the anger and stuff, obviously, from his family will be there. But he's present. He's present for his children. He's that father, right? And they don't need to be babied because abancane bam. And mina naye sihlala together. My children have always stayed with my parents. When I divorced, my parents insisted when I moved to my own place, no, because you also need, they felt that I wasn't giving myself time to heal, or I wasn't dealing with what I went through.
Okay.
Because I'm not an emotional person. So it's not like uzongithola ngirola phansi ngikhala.
Okay.
It's here, but I internalize it. I try and find solutions and other ways to deal with it. So ekhaya enengiyi-one. So my parents don't know how to support me with this because I'm not even talking about it. I'm like, it's done. Ngiphumile laphaya, uNkulunkulu ungisindisile. And to tell the truth, as much as Gubo, they didn't believe it, it's the truth. God rescued me from a very bad marriage. It was extremely abusive, and it took me a year to leave. For starters, I left day by day. Being tuta nje kancane kancane, mangitholi chance ngipakisha something ngiyayihambisa.
You're sneaking out.
I was sneaking out. I snuck out for a year.
Sure.
Until ngasali lutho. Like it had to be orchestrated properly. I left when my ex-husband would have said to you, my marriage is perfect. Yo ukhani. Wenza yonke into engishoyo vele, because I didn't care.
Sure. This guy is in a state where he thinks everything is good.
Yes.
At the back end, when you are planning your exit.
Yes.
Hey, dangerous woman.
Oh, yes, absolutely. He would say, I could live like this, and he says, I don't like your hair. Keep a lane wellings, keep a match. I'm thinking, I'm Christian. I'm leaving, I have a plan.
Sure.
So when I say, and
the thing is, you don't even give signals to say, bro, count your eggs.
No.
Yeah.
No, I do it with a smile.
Sure. And then how does the new marriage work now?
The new marriage, because we were friends. My husband was my friend, like my best buddy. Honestly, I loved doing everything with him, going everywhere now. Like we were peas in a pod. I even got a tattoo of him here.
Oh, nice.
So just so I carry him with me everywhere. Marriage is good. My boys love him. He loves my boys. We have such a wonderful relationship. My family head over heels in love with him. Umuntu othandekayo.
Okay.
He's a very respectable man. And things are different in our home from how I found him. My husband used to love his alcohol, aphuze every weekend. And of course, Nami, at the age that I was at, I wanted to party with him. So we have 3 together, But I've always had a problem with alcohol in the sense that as much as Nami I drink, I control my alcohol, right? I know when to stop. I can go for days without drinking. I consider myself a social drinker.
Okay. So
if we have a setup and people are drinking, then let me drink, right? But it's very rare that uzongithola ngihleli nje endlini and ngiyaphuza. No, why?
Okay.
Only started doing that in COVID because we were locked in.
Yes.
And so my husband would say, let's have a drink. Futhi, there's my company, to his company. And he would drink. I remember before Azolobola, an incident happened where he drank a lot and everything. And then I sat him down and I said, Ungangishadi. I will never subject myself to that. I feel as if it's personal. I feel as if it's punishment to me. And I ask myself is that the reason why umshado wakho ungasebenzanga before? Or, okay, on the other hand, he said he had no reason to not drink. But when I told him, you drink with me, but it puzzles me, ukuthi uloku nam, when the way so escalating akhona, kanti mina benguphi the whole time. So don't marry me, because I won't accept that. I'll never be able to. But you can find someone who will. Yeah,
there is someone out there who will. I'm just not your girl.
Not this girl.
Yeah.
I love you a lot, and I love a lot of things about you. One thing I do not,
it's this drinking.
And he stopped.
Okay.
He literally stopped. I never said he must stop. I said, control your drinking.
Sure.
So he stopped.
Okay.
He stopped for some time. And I felt bad. He stopped. And also, what I forgot to mention, Uti, much as the drinking was a problem, when we moved in together, he also started going out less. He spent a lot of time at home.
Okay.
He would say, okay, there's something that we need to go to. As you know, Hamba, let me drop you off. I'll pick you up. Yela Hamba, buyele endlini. And aphuza endlini still. But that would bother me. It's me how? Why so sale endlini kangaka? You know, because now I'm concerned with is he not happy with this life that he's living? You're with me, but ukhumbule phela mina ngihlala naye emjuquzweni. So now all of a sudden you're not that guy. Ngoba sowuhlala nami. And he said the one day, to be honest with you, I enjoy being at home. This feels like home.
Oh,
it's
wow.
clean, there's food, there's everything. It's warm. I know you're coming back. So vele mina angisumuntu nestraat. I really prefer to be in this type of environment. It's just that you met me in the street.
Oh, nice.
So I was like,
Bonus.
okay, look, I love this. And literally he says, I look forward to coming home. You know, he'd call when he finishes work.
Sure.
When I went on, you got our time.
Yeah.
You know, the number of times I've left my car at work because no, it's in England.
Okay.
Let me pick you up, brother.
Yeah.
We'll drive together.
Nice.
Let's not cook, you know, get something. So
Powerful.
we had that kind of relationship. I worked in Pretoria. He worked at Braamfontein, but he'd come from Braamfontein, early. He'd go to the house. We lived in Midrand at some point. And then he'll call and say, oh, I'm at Pretoria for something, so I'll pick you up.
Oh.
Okay, all right. And then he'll come pick me up at Pretoria from Midrand and coming there for something that he could have gone to Midrand for. He'd be shopping at Midrand.
It's just that desire to be in your presence.
Yes, you know, that we drive together, maybe go out for dinner. And he really enjoyed my company and he really made me feel chosen. You know, knowing that this guy's going to choose me anytime. And he was very fit physically. He wasn't exercising or anything, but he was very healthy. I can tell you that he's never been to, I think he went to hospital in 2015 or so. But what had happened again, he started getting sick. I dumped him. Don't come to my house. Security, right? And he got sick because he came to my work. And I remember security calling me saying, Miss K, they call me Miss K. Avavungos, upetungena a building in it. Ufunani.
After the whole lobola thing.
Before the lobola thing, when he got sick, because I want to get to how he got sick and died. So he then bang bonise, but he check out footage. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, this guy looks so tired and I haven't seen him in a week. Angimkhulumisi.
Sure.
Angiphenduli makhola. Angifuni nix, right? I mean, I'm still upset about you're staying with me, but then you're not staying with me, and then ufuna isithembu, and then you're not doing anything. Engibona ngathi concrete. Like mina ngifuna ukuthi mawuthi kimi uzoyenza into. Tell me the plan. Ngithengisele.
Lay down,
buy me into it, you know. Ungathi ngizobona ngawe ene wena ngiyakwazi wena yulomuntu ocabanga ukuthi izinto zozulungela. Because everybody must be happy. So he wasn't well, and then he said, oh, can you know, ngibuya na kule meeting, one of my colleagues even said, Babunkosi soke wacheka no shugela nyana. Because he looked really unwell. He said, no, I'm stressed because awungifuni. How can you vele nje? Udecide ukuthi awungifuni ngithi no ngiyakufuna wena as a human being. Without everything that comes with you. Abantu lama suitcase wakho lawa yiwo engawafuni, and you are refusing to offload them. You want me to carry them, and that's what I don't want. So I'm saying to you, sala nezikhwama zakho. You understand? Kambe mina. Me. I've decided I'm the problem in your life. I'm the reason you can't make decisions. So he went to hospital then for about a week. I didn't go see him because, no. And I told him, I will not come see you in hospital. Because he said, no, doctor, I was like, I won't come see you. I don't want to bump into your family. And futhi yehlukene. Ngiyofunani uphole for your family. They deserve indoda ephilile njengami njengoba ngihlala nendoda ephilile, you know. So when he came back from hospital, he came straight. Hi, came
Okay.
straight to me. And that was the first time from, if I count from 2011 to 2015, it was 4 years that he'd been sick. He'd never been sick. And unless the normal illnesses is not the flu, tingy cough mixture, we self-medicate. Also, it's not a problem. We ask Google, Mangnama symptoms are so, what should I get? And that's what we would do, Veli, Min and I.
Okay.
And then fast forward 2021, I left my employment, and 2020 was nice. 2020 we were indoors. Remember COVID?
Yes.
I think I enjoyed my relationship more ngaleso skhathi than I ever have.
Okay.
We were both working in the house, Lalasitu, kumnandi, like we thoroughly enjoyed one another's company. I remember Sifunda, when you read articles which couples are breaking up, or abantu don't know what to do with one another. Abanye bayahamba bobaba bathi bahlale emotweni ilanga lonke angene endle. No, we didn't have that.
Yeah.
The fact that we were together
made
it all fun. We had schedules. So we have commitments, right? So we have our meeting times. We have our spaces in the house. Zama meeting. I love to cook. And just I love with food. So I'll make breakfast. We have nice big breakfast with my husband. Sisebenze ayothatha nap. Abuya enza ama meeting wakhe sidle lunch together. We cook dinner. We have a glass of wine. That time brought us closer than yonke le minyaka sesisonke. I mean, by 2020 we'd been together for about 9 years.
Okay.
But it solidified, this is who I want to be with. And we didn't get sick at all. Even though, when you COVID, we didn't suffer from any of that. Both in essential services, so he would have to go out when he's needed. I also needed to manage what I was working on. But begumnand 14. And I then had to leave my job because now I'm an attorney, and to go and serve articles because we had decided, you know what, you're going to open your own firm.
Okay.
The intention of starting my own firm more than anything was because my husband is older. He was going to retire at some point. And we wanted to be able to travel together during retirement. Like to be available for one another. Do something that doesn't confine me. I have to be at work for 8 until 6 in the evening, Whereas if I carried on with climbing the corporate ladder, then when he takes retirement, what if I'm committed? We're supposed to be doing things together. So literally, this companionship that you want in old age, and I was partly retiring because I'm going to spend all this time with him. And the retirement was going to take place in 2024. So plan okay, makphela 2020. 2021, you go serve your articles and I'll take care of everything. And he did take care of everything. Took care of me, took care of the house, took care of the kids. And I served my articles. And then 2022, I started my firm. We moved to a new place in Joburg now. So now we're both in Joburg. And all is well. But something has changed with my husband. COVID, like I said, remember, we'd have breakfast, he'd take a nap. So he was napping quite a bit during the day. And it's something that I thought, maybe age. And also besides age, sisendlini cool. So sometimes I work with that hectic because even though we were working, I found literally in the office because some businesses closed down, business was slow as well. So it is not that hectic on a daily. Unasis of sitting and just watching a movie. So and when we moved in 2021, I was serving articles. He was still working from home quite a bit and he carried on working from home until he passed in 2023. So some days he goes to the office. But literally, sometimes I got energy. And I'm thinking, maybe laziness here, COVID. So we are nepa on a daily. And that's what we both thought it was. But it was fatigue that doesn't make sense. Because sometimes, he'll drop me off at work. He's working from home, right? Uzongithatha angise where I'm serving my articles. And abuye yena endlini. But he'll call me and say, oh, I'm too tired to drive. So I'm just going to nap a little bit. Call me in half an hour.
Okay.
And it's like 8:30, 9. And then now I'm setting my alarm to call him. So on my phone, you'd find I've set alarms that says Tulani, because I must call him at that particular time when he tells me. Now I'm working, but then I must call him. Yes, bekafaka nama spectacles, but so this thing causes him to have blurry vision and things like that. But go to the doctor. No, he's not.
We're like
gonna
that,
go to the doctor.
no, doctors, how? Hey, Pella, you just feel like this is a death sentence.
No, I'll take them late. In 30 minutes. Like, what are you talking about? Drink them now. And I know it's a man thing. I mean, I saw it with my dad. No one's saying go to hospital.
Yeah.
You think the doctor's going to check and find something? Which is, there's something there.
No, I think it's much deeper than our sense of awareness. It's how we're wired.
No.
It's I don't know what it is, but I don't know if there's someone who's done research with regards to this, because it's every man. My dad is like that. I'm like that.
Yeah.
My friends are like that. Like, you give them pills, you send them to the doctor. Umuntu mele umthwale.
Yes.
Yeah, umele umthwale seka carrot.
Yes.
Yeah, only then will we say, yeah, we needed a doctor.
So you literally have to try and see death before you agree to going to the doctor.
That's men.
No. So my husband became like that. And now I suspected Gula. I had dreams about it. He's sick. But at the same time, I'm saying he's not telling me. And he's not saying anything. And what else is there? But it's extreme because anything. So where we lived, steps, we were on sort of like, it's ground one on the second floor. And of this estate. So steps, I used to count them. It's 45 steps.
Okay.
But by the time if you go to something in the car, like, can you please go get it for me? Anxiety. And it's not his nature, right? But you can see that he's tired. And also other areas of our lives started getting affected. Our sex life started getting affected. It became less and less. And at first I was bothered, nicely bothered, What's going on? Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm very confrontational in nature. And it's very
okay.
I was, hey, Tulan, come here, we need to talk. And he doesn't even know how to answer. It's like, what are you talking about? Look at my phone.
Yeah.
Khanyisile. Why would I do anything with Sanyanganje? You know? Like, okay, but what is it? I can see that he's not well. My instincts are telling me, my dreams are telling me something is wrong, but he's not saying it. I'm asking him, Uyakula. Ayanguli. So what's going on? And I remember at some point I prayed about it. I think it was 2022. I said, you know what? I literally made that my prayer point, which, you know what? Dear God, I don't want to cheat on my husband. I don't want to mess up my marriage. I love this man. Something is fundamentally wrong. I think he's sick. He's not telling me. But Mangangipa peace with this part of my life, then I'll know which that's the answer. I'll know which vele. I get right, and I just need to be supportive. And trust me, I woke up one day and I just wasn't interested now in engaging in sexual activities and stuff. It was done. It was like, okay, you know what?
You had gotten
just
to
support
that point.
And I said, okay, this is God's answer. Because why else would I feel this way? Why would I? No, I want to engage. But now, nothing in me, my mind and everything is saying, for what? With who?
So tell me, how long would it take to trigger ukuthi why get this for you to say, brother,
look, considering where we started, my husband was very sexually active. And he, like any man, right? So you know that I like to look the part and everything. So I knew how to even trigger that, you know. I'll just wake up in the morning, go get a certain dress, I'm going to work, and I ask him to zip it up, and then I wear this and I know he's already thinking, are you busy at the office? What's going on? But those things were not happening. And I thought, is it me? Sometimes a month passes, and then I'll subtly say, "Hi, Bomlu," you know. So it's like, why are you counting? And also how he reacts as if it's something he's trying to run away from. And now we can't go from daily to nothing. Inyanga iziphele.
Okay.
Kanjani? At least go from daily to once a week. Tuesday type of thing. But also it's not everything else is fine. Our company is still fine. We're still having the conversations we need to have, the plans. On track. We still go on our dates.
Okay.
I'll find that I found him to be more compensating. So instead of doing what I want, those are the days where he'll come and he's bought me chocolates.
Okay.
Oh, can you avoid you all these? Chocolate as long as then as in a bunch of chocolates. But I'm like, now I can see that he's being extra nice. He's making up for something. But at the same time, it's making me very suspicious, man. You know? So that's why I took a stand to say, let me pray about this. Because at the same time, I'm getting signals, your husband is not okay. Maranami, my human nature is telling me something else. So eventually, I made peace with it. And I stopped. It never became an issue. It never became a topic. I think probably 2022 was spent in that fashion, and it was okay. Literally okay. If anything happened, it would come from him. I would let him initiate, but I would also, now I'm mindful. I know he's not well. He's not saying what's wrong with him. I'm going to nix wrong with him physically, except that he's probably not gaining weight like you expect a man to, or layo. 3, 4, 5 times a day. Sure. Every time I make tea, for example. In 4:30, I make tea. I make him a sandwich whilst I'm still cooking. So he is eating, but why are you not picking up? You know? I remember we went out with his friends, a gathering the one time, and the guy was like, "Hey, you know?" Sure. And so that also was a sign. So I was sort of like policing him without being able to force him to go to the doctor, because nami ayiko into that I can hold on to and say, Guganje. But ultimately, in 2023, I said to him, it was getting worse. So we sat down and I said to him, "You're sick. Something is fundamentally wrong with you." And then I laid it down to him, Oguti, we haven't engaged in over a year, but we are good. No one is short of anything. We cuddle. We are always together, man. We love movies. We cuddle. We spend all our time together. And so I showed him everything that I've observed. You're not going out as much. He will avoid going out. Sometimes he gets invited. Sure. Interested. So now use me, because anyway, I'm the bad girl. So tell them, Kanye says she's got another engagement, so I can't come without her. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, those told us together. Oh, you'll find us at the mall. Except I'm sure no one's gonna confront me because I invite you know. But he'd always use me as an excuse. So I show him all of this and I said to him, "You're sick, and I think you need to get observed by a medical practitioner." No, I will do it. So yeah, this is now early 2023. I'll go to the doctor. Where should I go? No, go to my doctor. I need to ask information. Says no, I'll go to the medical center. Which is not far from the house.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, tomorrow. I leave, go to work, come back later.
Nothing.
Well, you look at doctor, yes. uthe naye athi yonke into right. Time man ungitshela amanga. Udoctor wamampela.
You really go though.
Exactly. No, he had also developed a rash, I remember. Allergic reaction to something. No, it's just le rash ungiphe ointment. And I'm like, no, show me. He shows me this prescription, this ointment. I'm saying, no, man, this doctor lie. I'm convinced that you were the driver of this conversation. You went to the medical center. Abagwazi, obviously, I've got a file there. So he piggybacked on the file. So, ufike wathini uthenje hayi mina ayikho into wrong. Among check nje ukuthi wayenginale rash or whatever the case is. Because there's no ways. If they'd done a full examination, maybe check your blood pressure, maybe check stuff, they would have. No, actually, no, there's nothing. It's and what happened that day? I woke up and he was already gone. He was bega hambile. Ngithi ngiyabheka na imoto gone ngithi hayibo. No muntu ngishiyile deliberately because the whole idea was I'm going to get to work late.
Okay.
Ngoba ngifuna ukuzwa ukuthi udoctor uthini. I want to be there to support you. Ayikho into siyenza separately. If I had to go to the doctor because ubangiphelezele yena, you know. Ayenze njalo ke. Months pass. Sifike around June 2023. Situation is bad now. Ebusuku he sweats. Literally sweats to being wet.
Sure.
Abe manzi nte ebusuku. So we have vests that we're keeping because my manzi you must change. Now I'm sleeping as if I'm a mother of a 6-month-old baby because uyazi umntana makangekho right awukhona ukulala. Noma ngalala ulele sort of like with one eye open because you're ready for anything. The minute they breathe incorrectly, uyamuzwa. So that's the situation I'm being faced with now.
Sure.
He would be so wet, he would sweat. And then he must change lama vest.
Yes.
And then and I'm saying, you're sick, but I'm gentle. Because now I'm 100% sure that something is wrong. This guy is not well. This guy, we are cool. But this guy is not saying anything. He starts being fussy with food. Soft. Just only make soft food. Umuntu othanda ipapa, angadli ipapa for breakfast. So mangipheka usually and ilanga lokupheka ipapa ngiyapheka ngimphangele kahle ngimphangele na for ekseni ngithi uvuka early rise. I'm not a morning person. Yena is up around 5. He's ready. Isisu sakhe sivuliwe nangaleso sikhathi. So uzothola ipapa lakhe nenyama yakhe microwave ayifudumezele adle. I make sure of that.
Okay.
But now sekafasi ngokudla ufuna ukudla into ezi soft. So instead of papa making abo mashed potato, you know, because he wants not so spicy.
Sure.
Angisayithandisisi kahle inyama. So yenza into ezi soft, your mincemeat, your chicken livers. Sure. And I'm saying gently though, Guti, you're sick, you need to go. Now you're sweating. So all these things now start coming. And then he starts complaining about a pain on his chest. Uguti, if it drives, iyamshaya pain. Now we get painkillers. Siyashintsana ke ngokuyofuna ama painkiller over the counter at the local clinics. Because it's just down the road. But you can only come for painkillers so many times before the pharmacist says, so we take turns.
Okay.
He goes to get the painkillers. And I'm getting them because I really don't want him to be in this pain.
Yeah. So you are addressing the symptoms now.
Yes.
Not the base.
We don't know.
Problem. Yeah.
What is the problem?
Yeah.
We're not going to the doctor. No one. Maraspilile, you know? Masebantwini. We'll go for a funeral. We'll go for a wedding. We'll go. So the events we attend are very minimal. And more limited to family things that have to be done because nokuba sendlini sekayathanda vele nokulala and ngiyazi ukuthi uyakhathala vele so you know we have to be home. So we'll sit and then he'll say no sengikhathele I have to go. And then we'll go. Sure. I'm okay with that. Or he'll say ithi ngikushiye and then you'll call me to pick you up. If I'm sitting till late then I'll take an Uber and go home. I've always been okay with that because angifuni manje avuke ngiyacabanga ukuthi lo muntu lo ukhathele and makalele ulala isikhathi side. Sometimes I come home from work since athathe inap ngabo 2 ngiyamvusa nje mangifika because you can't be sleeping for this long. What is wrong? Hayibo, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he's still working in between, by the way.
Sure.
We are a band. So the one day I say to him, It was in July. It's where you're going to come with me to my doctor. Ne? It was end of June. You're going to come with me to my doctor. There's something fundamentally wrong with you. He must run all the tests. It was a weekend. It was a Friday, so by weekend. Ngithi Monday, you're coming with me to my doctor. Because if you don't, Monday, mangiphuma la, ngiyemsebenzini, angeke ngibuye for iviki lonke ngihamba ngiyakithi. When uzosala uzimanage, uzozibona ukuthi there's something wrong with you. So we spend that weekend. We spend most of the weekend alele. Sisendlini together, but we spend most of the weekend alele. On Sundays, we used to go for drives. We don't even go for our drive that Sunday. Sambe nje si drive sibona indawo ezintsha. We didn't go for the drive. And I'm convinced. Ngihleli naye, yabona nje valele empedeni. Mina ngihleli la, I'm on my phone, I'm TikToking, I'm not missing out on anything. I'm right here with him. I'm just not leaving his side. Because akekho right. Ngifuna ukuthi mangathi Khanyi angithole la.
Yes.
And then he wakes up on Monday. Ngivuswa uye. I'm not a morning person. Vele nje ukuselwa. Ngizoziselela automatically. The alarm, I've got 3 alarms. I've got an alarm that tells me, oh, it's the first one. He wakes me up. Khanyivuka ngithi usesiya doctor. Oh, okay. I look at the time. It's already 8 o'clock. I'm like, how you more late? I let him have tea. I say, no, don't eat anything because they might want to take bloods and stuff. So we'll have to eat after so kwenzile lokho yabo. Siyahamba ke siye ku doctor. And now I'm impressed with this guy is agreeing to go to the doctor. Should you ungithathe serious?
Uthatha ama ultimatums wakho very serious.
Yeah. He knows what this one means business. Angeke nje angithreathini, I act.
Yeah.
So we got to the doctor. Bamthathe a pulse. And he didn't have one.
Hey.
Yes.
There was no heartbeat. There was no pulse.
Nothing. It was what's going on? They give him something to eat in its eye or like something salty. They ask the lady at the medical center, Oyamniga. They read it. It reads, but it below what a normal thing should be. They ask him, Uti, no, but are you breathing? Yes, he's breathing. Hi. Why low gauge? Okay, then they say, okay, take some time, eat something. Sibona ukuthi are there going to be changes? Ne? The doctor says no. They take bloods. No, you must go and see a physician. Na treatment. Agwazeke umuntu akakwazi ukuthi inhliziyo yakhe ishayelele kude ngale ndlela. Yebo? Okay, but at least something by tight. It still doesn't go to a normal heartbeat. It's still below what it should be. No, don't you think you should go to emergency? I can refer you now. The doctor. He says no. You're right. But he then also says to me, you know, mang sweat, because he would wake up and it's to change. He'll wake up and stand. He says, because I'm going to phefumula ngaleso sikhathi. I can't breathe, so I have to stand. In his mind, he can't breathe because ulele flat. This is his way of making himself breathe.
It, yes.
Okay, but do you see the readings? Your pulse is like it's too low. Like ishayela phansi kakhulu. And then, no, let's take this treatment. We take the treatment for 2 weeks. It was the treatment at 2 weeks. We then go see the physician. Because we've been referred now. We get the results. Masanda results siya physician. Physician imfake ku lo machine wokutest inhliziyo where you walk and they put these things. Hi. No, says lie down. Ubiza another physician. Siseli said now. The physician comes. With 2, bamfake kulo machine, and they're saying no. Can you breathe? He says, yeah, I can.
He said yes, okay.
Charlotte McClick. Is Charlotte McClick?
I think so.
That's what it's called. So the physician says, no, let's look at your blood tests. They look at the results. He says, how long has this been happening? Like that you are having this difficulty with your heart? Ati no, ashukuthi no. Ati babuze mina. Vele mina I know that he wakes up and he's now told me ukuthi ngale sikhathi asuka mile it's because he can't breathe. So I give them all the symptoms. The physician says it's heart failure. Everything you're describing is heart failure. His heart has been failing for the past 2-3 years.
Yes.
The fatigue, the extreme fatigue comes from that. Inhliziyo idonsa kanzima. Why? What do you mean? And he's still in denial. No, man, it's not that deep. Yes, I get tired. And I mean, it's that deep. So the physician takes more blood, says, okay, come back. It was going now, we're in August. Come back on the Monday. Take this treatment for like 3 days, but come back on Monday with these results. Sizo pacela medical aid to authorize ECG, because now you need to be checked by a specialist. So it's authorized. We get there on Monday. He's very impatient, annoyed, but I'm here for this. I'm done
Family
with work.
responsibility.
It's family responsibility. The firm is closed, and the nice thing, Guti, remember now I'm running my own firm, so I don't have to work. And if he's not well, I'm not going to work. You know, because I need to. Where you wake up feeling unsettled, Guti. Yeah, he's fine. He's got meetings, but I feel like he's going to overwork himself. He might get too tired and stuff. So now that he's got these challenges, I'm feeling that I need to be here. I need to make sure that he eats, because I'll force him. Eat something. Painkiller without eating anything. And make sure he takes this treatment. So even if and kumbula basfaka ulama antibiotics for that 2 weeks before seeing a physician. So now I have to be here in lunchtime. Noma ngabe ngenzani, I make my appointments in between. I know that he'll take a nap around 2, so I'll be gone ngaleso sikhathi if I have to see a client. Mara ngiyabuya ufoshaya sengilapha, because I need to make sure he drinks something. He has a fruit. Because we also don't know. Sasazi ukuthi wena inhliziyo yakishayela kude. EP, like what's going on?
There's a lot.
And I can't even hold you accountable. You haven't told me, but you've been keeping it. And I'm saying, hey, amadoda nokusabu dokotela man. You know? And I've suspected this. Maybe I should have forced him. Gudala. Anyway, we come back on the Monday now, 21 August. We come back to do the ECG.
Yes.
And also to get now those bloods. And the physician says he's got a heart infection. It's clear. And he shows me. He says, but this infection has been ongoing for more than 10 years. At some point, he must have had infection emlomeni that then the infection moved, to the heart. Yes, he did. We even remember when he had that infection, like a tooth infection.
Okay.
And like more than 10 years ago. But so we remember it because we were both there when it happened.
Okay.
Ne? And so it started deteriorating from there, but it keeps getting worse. Right?
Sure.
Hey, then, okay. But I know everything. I pay that much attention. So my husband knows anything oyifuna ibuzukanye. Buzukanye ukuthi isikolo ngisiqale nini.
Yeah.
Because we've had these conversations. Yeah. We spend so much time together that everything, like I feel like I want to know everything about you, darling. You know?
And you've got a sharp memory.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me. I can't keep the details of certain things.
Yes.
I'll just say, go ask that side.
Exactly.
They'll give you the,
Exactly. I mean, I'll remember a simple thing like my husband told me ukuthi mangayoqala isikolo on his ID ithi Thulani Nkosi. But his English name is Kennedy. When Kennedy makwenza ngalani. Then he says when he started school, wafika esikoleni bathi ubani igama lakho? Wathi Thulani Nkosi. Wathi isifuna igama lesesikoleni.
Okay.
And he's whatever 6 years old or whatever. Yeah. So he went home to his mom. Wayothi ngicela igama lekoleni.
Sure.
Mama wambhalela phansi uthi Kennedy. That's how he became Kennedy.
Yeah.
So now I tell the physician everything. I remember everything. This is my husband, Pel. Muntu amlo. You know, I'd always say, Ati, Khany uyang control. And yes, I'm the boss of you.
Yes.
Like you are the boss of me, you know? So then we went for the ECG. They put him on the machine and there was no heartbeat. They thought the machine was malfunctioning.
The heart was not beating at all.
There was a flat line.
But
They told him to sit up. It was a movie.
But umuntu uyaphila, uyambona.
Uyaphila. And then he was admitted that day. He was put on a wheelchair. When there's noise, your heart is failing.
It's failed.
It's failed, but you're awake. Yes. The doctor, what do they call the surgeon? She's the one that's going to do the operation. But ama results abonisa ukuthi the infection has spread so much over the heart that they'll have to replace certain valves.
Okay.
Ngoba 2 of the valves have failed. There's 4 valves. 2 of the valves have failed. So they admit him. He's going to be on treatment for 6 weeks. I think the diagnosis was infective endocarditis of the aortic valve. Yes. So uzobagu ICU on a course of 8 antibiotics for 6 weeks. During that time, if the infection clears, they will then replace lama valves.
Okay.
But also there's a risk ukuthi anganidi life support. It can give in, and then he must be put on life support. He was put on life support first day.
Sure.
Yes. They admitted him, and we're like, okay, 6 weeks. 6 weeks, Dali. It's not a long time. I'm going to be here every day, all day. Angin now.
Sure.
This is now my life for the next 6 weeks until you come home. Yabo? Sisonke. He'd always say that. That was his term. So they admit him. I tell him, I write a message on his phone that he must copy and send to anyone that he feels needs to know. And then I sign, Uguti, if he needs life support, they can give it to him.
Okay.
Without waiting for me, for my consent or anything. I need to pay him consent for his intozake. And then I go home. I get a call around 10 in the evening. They've put him on life support because Intlizio stopped completely. They put him on life support, bamfake kule machine and everything. I went to hospital the following day. They see him. They check him out. Things are shutting down. But 4 days later, he woke up.
Okay.
Came back. And he wanted this thing off because remember, they put pipes inside of you and everything. He came back. I sat down with the doctors. I got to know the doctors personally. I do research. Research.
Yeah.
I do research. I understand his condition. I understand this and this and this. The organs will fail, but these are the kinds of interventions that can be made. So we're discussing as professionals with the cardiac surgeon. They then tell me they have to move him from Charlotte Maxeke to Elisade. I don't know if Elisade is Charlotte Maxeke to Lenmed.
Okay.
Lenmed is
Ahmed Katrada.
something like that.
Yeah.
So we moved to Lenmed because Lenmed Bona, they've got the facility to be able to open his heart and perform the surgery according to the cardiac surgeon, but he's also going to be there. But then he says, remember, I've researched, so I know that Le 50-50. Do or die. He's going to come back or he's not going to come back. Or he might not even come back as himself because really, once you go through something strenuous like this, you might not be yourself. So I'm there. I'm there every day. We're awake most days. Agavugi for the whole day and the whole night. But then first thing in the morning, I leave around. I lived literally in all the hospitals. I now have friends because my point is anything that doesn't need me to not be here, I can do from here. I've got my laptop, I've got everything. If it's cut a break, coffee area.
Yes.
There's food at the hospital. There's restaurants at the hospital. You can eat, and the food I'm not interested in eating. My husband is dying when we had. So they move him. I authorize that they move him to Elenmed so that this procedure can be done. We experienced another trauma nje masifika eLandmark because he needed to be isolated due to his sensitivity, his situation yakhe, and he's prone to getting infections. But we found ourselves good general ward for almost the whole day, even though Bessie alone, but he wanted Pitizelayo. So we were in a single bedroom, but Lepitizela he ward still. And I had to stay guard because no one is coming near here. I mean, if anything, mangabe the infection came with me, it can be treated. It's easier to pick up, you know, that background. And then they take him again to cardiac ICU. You're there. Sekanama viki phela asesibhedlela now. Ahlale lapho akasafuna ukudla. He experiences renal failure. He goes through hiccup. Sure. He starts getting hiccups. I'm still not sure that my husband is dying. Look, I've had dreams before I've dreamt of his funeral. I've dreamt of him dying. I've had 3 dreams that confirmed my husband is seriously ill and he's gonna die. At the same time, I don't think he's dying now that we're here. I'm not getting that feeling, this is it. There's still solutions to this problem, remember. There's still a number of things that can be done. And I'm also part of groups now, Zabantu, who have had heart failures and come back. And I also know the stats that an 18-year-old had a similar experience but didn't make it, but a 90-year-old had a similar experience but made it. A person of physically fit or Chimayo has had this experience, but challenges, but one who's never. So it's a gamble, and I'm saying I'm ready either way. I've even resigned myself I'll never work. Now I'm focused on becoming a home-based caregiver because I'm going to be there for my husband. When he's done with the surgery, he's going to take time. And I'm worried he's not going to be himself. And uzozamukela yena na ngalendlela azoba ngayo. But one thing for sure, mina I'll be there 24/7.
Sure.
I'll look after him. Because if anything, unida someone familiar, unida that love. He's always chosen me, so I have to choose him now, you know. And I'd make an effort. Some days you get to the hospital, happy, and when he sees me, he lights up.
Okay.
And then I remember leading up to when he was going to get the operation, the one nurse, a male nurse, because I asked to give him a male nurse, especially after he started suffering renal failure, because he's also a proud man. You know, the first time he was like, no, bangang. Like, why? I'll do it. So I'll do it. But then I said to him, they also have to do it. I'll ask for a male, because if we not, then maybe you'll be more comfortable. And then, so this guy says, every time, magavula mehlo ubheka isikhathi, and he will ask ukuthi what's the time, because he couldn't speak with the pipes, and like, what's the time? I'd say, oh, now I get it, because I was saying to him, I remember it was going for 5 o'clock, and I said to him, I'm going out to get coffee, ne? I'll make sure I'm back here by 7.
Okay.
So he looks at the time, and the nurse says, no wonder he keeps looking at the time. You're the one that makes him aware of his cards, because we never. It's because I know he's aware of the time, but I also don't want him to think I'm gone. Oh, okay. Okay, it's almost 7. She's gonna be here. So then they did what they call an echo. On the day they were gonna do the echo, I think he died stage 1, if I can call it that, because I left that evening. I was home. Around midnight, I started getting ngathi ngihanjwa izinto. I started ngathi kunento ezinglumayo in the bed, ne? And now I'm like, nglunywa yini? Ngiyathinta into bed ngenzani? No, and I'm saying my husband is not well, but I'm not getting the call from the hospital. What am I going to do? Midnight. And they called me. He had just gone crazy. He was pulling out pipes. He was fighting. I drove all the way. He would sometimes he'd have the episodes, but mangkhona, I would talk to him, I'd hold his hand. Yazi kunzima kanjani ukubamba umuntu ogula isandla, like literally they press the bones out of you. And I'd talk to him and I'd say, no, it's going to be okay. I know you're in pain. And he was heavily medicated, right? And then he calmed. And that night I spent at the hospital. But literally, they said to me, we don't know.
Sure.
Without the surgery now, surgery must happen like yesterday. Otherwise, it's done. And I said, no, Vele, we came here for the surgery. Then that morning, figure around, ngilale khona ngahamba ngo-6.
Okay.
But go take a break, freshen up and stuff. Ngabuya ngo-8. Because the doctors were going to come at 8. And we are clear now, surgery has to happen now. So it was already beginning of September. Mangfika, but they've already arranged, he's going to Millpark. Millpark has a ward that deals with these heart problems specifically.
Okay.
So I said, yes. Signed off everything. Waited for the ambulance. It took him ngihamba nayo ke ambulance. I was driving my car. Ngihamba nayo safika Millpark. I met with the doctors. I gave them the history. I know everything. Phela mina I'm here daily. I record everything with namhlanje kwenzeke lokhu wathini. And this is the doctor I spoke to. Sila Guma WhatsApps and texts. And I think one thing with the doctors, maybe as fans, I told you that I'm not that person that's going to break down in public and be emotional. I never broke down during the time my husband was in hospital because we are cool. We always sing, you are my strength when I was weak.
Yes.
So he's weak, I have to be his strength.
Yes.
Because the one time the cardiac surgeon said to me, I know we've been speaking about this, but I've never spoken with the wife. I feel as if I'm ever talking to the lawyer. I said, no, you're speaking to the wife who has to stand in the gap for her husband, because what my husband expects of me is not for me to be crying.
Yeah.
But he knows Uti ngifuna ama solutions and I'm going to drive the solutions. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's not about me. I can't be focusing. If I start breaking down, Shuti, how can you do this to me? Okay, meanwhile, back at the ranch, in pain, ubhuti loya udinga ukuthi kwenziwe ama decisions, kwenziwe izinto for yena, and that's what I'm focusing on.
Okay.
And so I said, you're just gonna, until we've done everything, I can't give you anything else. I'm here for my husband. Mangavula metro on the days he does, he sees me and he lights up because you're here, and he sees me looking good and happy. I'm going through a lot, but he's going through worse.
Yeah.
I'm a lot sweat. AM is nothing compared to what he's going through.
Yeah.
So he was unconscious from that day. We took him to Millpark. My husband didn't. No mungamvusa today. Agazi ukuthi yena waye Millpark because the last place he remembers which Begase Leonard.
Yeah.
So we got to Millpark. We made all arrangements. He was put on kidney dialysis because the kidneys were failing. So amongst everything that all the machines that were plugged into him, basically nanali kidney dialysis as well. But an EE, blood pressure, nothing was normalizing. Sure. Nothing. He was alive because people stay alive because God. That's the only answer. It's God. And then he finally had the surgery. He had the surgery on a Friday. They opened his heart. It was authorized. They gave him new valves.
Okay.
And then surgery took about 9 hours. It was supposed to take 16 hours.
Okay.
So it took about 9 hours. He was back. There's what they call a comfort room. He was back before I expected him to be back, and I wasn't happy because he came back earlier than what was expected. And I thought, Tanjan, why? This person has had every side effect till today that you can have. He's gone so far down that he's even on kidney dialysis. He's at renal failure, he's on kidney dialysis. And then the surgery, Engaga, is going to take only 9 hours. But he's back. So I'm praying and thanking God and saying, okay, now the journey to recovery. Now also, kunale risk of him not waking up from the surgery. We have to now wait for him to come back. That was the Friday. I think I left around midnight. They called me around 2 in the morning. Uguti, they've taken him back to theatre. I was already home.
They're operating again.
Yes. We reject his body's rejecting this. So they're taking him back. But they said I mustn't come. I'll come in the morning. 6 o'clock I was there. They phoned, I think, around 5:30, but he's back. 6, the same con. Because what happened? Because now I'm thinking, should have taken Leonalia 15 or 16 hours. Maybe, I'm not blaming anyone. Because now I'm feeling like, maso safari angago. It's too much, right?
Yeah.
So then now I spend the day with him. There's no, whatever readings were there, gule machine. I mean, by now, I'm a medical practitioner. I see that inhliziyo yakhe une assistance for inhliziyo. So that heart that is beating there, it's not because of him. If they switch that off, we don't even know that his own heart can beat sustain on its own.
Yeah.
He's medication. If you look at those machines, I have visuals of it. So there's no improvement. You're expecting that after coming back from surgery twice, kuzobana something, and even if he's not waking up yet, but we give it a day or so to see which we have voga ubanjani, and then start breathing on his own. I think by then I knew that, because every possible treatment, every possible side effect, you would see counteract, and you can think I said no, do this. I mean, and I also understand why the doctors were saying, Pella, when angathi uzoyenza i-checklist, yabona ngathi sikhuluma nomuntu othunyiwe ukuthi make sure they do this, make sure they do that. But ngithi ngithunyiwe vele to support my husband, kumsizi bakhe. And then we stayed the whole day on Saturday. Buyile esejari. And then ngaphuma around, angiphumi ngiyamtshela ngithi u4 manje ngiyaphuma. Unconscious angithi. I talked to him. We are told to talk to people in the situation. I talked to him. I'm reading the Bible for him and stuff. And I'm praying for him. So my husband was not a Christian, but at some point in his life, he had been a Christian. He was even in the youth Christian movement. In a choir, and he had quite the voice. Very embarrassing. He starts songs, go my funeral, standing next to you. Like, but why do you do this? I can't sing. So the one day when he was in hospital, after weeks in hospital, I never used to pray for him directly. I would get home, light candles, and I'm a spiritual person. I'd light the candles and pray for him in his absence, right? Because, of course, I respect that. He knows I pray, but angifuna ukumthandazela by laying hands on him. When he was the day before he had that attack, Azuba unconscious, he said to me, I must pray for him. He said, can you pray for me? And I was like, what? This is what I've been waiting for. I remember getting like sort of an instruction to pray for your husband. And I said, no, I won't. You can't pray for umuntu ongafuni ukuthi umthandazele. I'm praying for him here in my personal space, but I'm not going to just put my hands on him and pray for him. He knows I can. Until he asks me, I won't do it. And that day he asked me. So from that day onwards, I was praying for him every day. So even after that Saturday, so I've been at 2 surgeries.
Okay.
Kumbule Friday and Saturday. I prayed for him. And then I said to him, okay, now I'm going to just go get coffee and maybe a little bit of curry to eat because I haven't eaten anything the whole day. I've been here since 6. I'll be right back. The whole day. As I stood up, moments he had surgery, the stitches start from here and go all the way to the belly button. They ruptured.
Sure.
Yes. They ruptured. Kwaphuma igazi like this.
Jesus.
But he had a nurse
Okay.
that's in the ward because he was getting special attention. And then the whole ward went crazy. There's an emergency. And then, so I stepped aside. Even then, that moment was, phew, I don't wish it on anyone. To see someone omthandayo like that, in that, and that, imagine, I'm a staples. I'm a staples lama cool.
Yes.
So it's staples, but they ruptured because you can see vulegile. You also wonder how is this scar gonna heal? But I've seen people gulama groups in Gubo that show their scars, which have healed.
Okay.
So they heal, but I'm also more worried about the person. Also deal scar. Which I went through this, that thing. But now it happened, and I stepped aside and I went to the comfort room and I prayed for him. Bangena, they had to pump blood back into him. He's open. Obviously, he must go back to surgery because they had to stabilize him first. They took hours. I think it was around 4. They took hours. Maybe about past 7, 8. Only then, but he was stable. Temporarily, but they must take him to theater. I'm here. I can't go get my coffee. Remember I said I was getting coffee nyapi? Because now there's a situation, and I was literally paralyzed. I was a robot. I was just there for this saying, and the whole time I was saying, my husband, you've been through so much, because all the pain, all the symptoms, side effects, everything that he's been through now this.
Ish.
Why did he allow it, And one of the things that I can tell you is, we used to have a joke. My husband would say, each generation is obsessed with closure. And funny joke share anything, And this came from the fact that I need to have closure. Page right as which is no. No. I'm telling you, I'm demolishing this building, I'm building a mall. So
Yeah.
And that closure thing, at that point, I felt as if it was the joke being turned back on me to say, you always want closure. What haven't you done? What hasn't been done for this guy? Sure. Everything has been done. He went to theater about 8. They came back around just before 1 in the morning. But okay, he's stable. I can assure you that I knew he's not. Because 3, remember? He'd had surgery on Friday around the same time. They went back early on Saturday morning around 2. Now they went back again at 8 in the evening on Saturday for the same thing. And even when he came back both these times, imishina ibonisanga ukuthi kune improvement or kunomehluko owenzakalayo kuye. So it was Sunday. Sunday I went back, spent the whole day with him. Nothing. He was just quiet. I was just talking to him. And especially they'll sort of tell you without telling you, Uguti, you're just counting the hours. Because much as gunama rules and stuff, you can only be there for a certain number of hours. You can see with the ones that they're allowing Ugutuhlali. Ilanga lonke, ubusuku bonke. You don't want to leave, you can be here if you want. In the ward.
Oh, so that's a subliminal sign.
These are your last hours, So they did that for me on Sunday, and that confirmed for me. At that time, I felt bad, Uguti. I thought, but who? We had to go through all this to get here when we could have avoided all this to get here. You know what I'm trying to say? All the pain, because he was suffering. That day when he was fighting, he was strong. He was pulling out pipes, drip, everything. He needed manpower.
Sure.
And now to think he also had to go through that. All of this is playing through my mind and saying, oh, I know you love me and you'll always want to do whatever makes Kanye happy. But now, this was just too much, even for you. So Sunday, he was fine. Monday, they called me. The doctor said, no, come, we need to talk. I said, no, well, I'm on the way. I arrived around 8. We spoke. He said, he's not waking up. He hasn't woken up from any of the 3 surgeries. There's no positive response. We're taking away the heart thing that is helping him to pump the heart. Let's see if he can do it on his own. And then he's highly medicated. So there's some that we have to reduce. Njengomuntu ozokwazi ukuziphefumulela, as you know. So maybe let's start that, because now we have to see if he can manage on his own. If not, then it's just a matter of time. It was 8 in the morning. And I said, fine, I'll sit with him and we can do what needs to be done. So they did that. And I sat there and I spoke to my husband. I just took him through the journey. Would see, you started at Lenme, Elisedi, Lenme, and you're here now, you've had your heart surgery, and these are the things that have been done. But at the end of the day, everything has been done. You've suffered more than anything. And if anything involves more suffering, I think you should let it go. You don't have to suffer anymore. Like, literally don't have to suffer. If you recover, I'll take care of you.
Sure.
If you don't have to recover, you know, I always say that sometimes it's like sabugufa, but if njengomuntu okholwayo, you'll see the sun or you'll see the sun. You'll see the sun outside la in your Dorenfontein, or you'll see the sun with the Father.
True.
You know, so you're going to see the sun either way.
Yeah.
And so I was saying that to him, like, now when you're a Christian now, who's decided to be a Christian again, you're going to see the sun or you're going to see the sun.
True.
It's not about me. And we're married. We're always going to be together. We're soulmates, you know. And 10:46, the machine stopped.
Sure.
He was gone.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how did that moment feel for you?
Sure. Death. I've never felt anything more silent and definite. Like, something comes into the air. I'm telling you, like, I don't know how to explain it to anyone. It's as if lomo uyaphuma, uyasuka. Even the hospital becomes, and I suppose because they deal with this a lot, what they did immediately, because the nurse was always there, remember, stationed permanently to monitor a machine. So we both confirmed, because when it said 10:46 and it flatlined, she then came to me and I was holding my husband's hand and I was still just praying for him. Jewuti, you've ran a good race and all that. And she put her hand on my shoulder. She said, 10:46. I said, yes. Then she closed all the curtains and said, nothing. She left.
Sure.
And that's that quietness, that it's so decisive. It is so serene. I wasn't able to go pee.
Sure.
You don't even breathe. I promise you stop breathing in that moment. And I couldn't even let go of my husband's hand then, because it was just so much. You know, like, ngathi life yonke uyayibona ihamba, and it all comes to this. Phew.
Sure.
I sat there for like almost 2 hours, and the doctor came, and I don't know if they still expected to find me hysterical and stuff, because he said, you need to cry. I was still holding my husband's hand, I remember, and I said, oh yeah, yes. I need to call my mom. I had called his brother.
Okay.
I did call his children when after 8 o'clock, and I told them, the doctor said we only have a couple of hours, so you need to be here. It is just a pity that no one came until, imagine from 8 until 10:46 when he died, and then until 2 hours later, because the first person who arrived was my mom.
Okay.
Who came with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I hadn't told my mom to come. I only called my mom after he had died, and I said, Mama,
so
man is gone.
Sorry to cut you. I'm thinking that I love how you've taken us through. Like, it's such an eye-opening and in-depth experience of your moments with your husband. Like, I feel like I was there. I don't know where you stayed. I don't know how he looks or who he was, but I've got such a clear picture of the person that you speak of from a soul perspective that I can connect with him. In consideration of time, you have opened up now the door in terms of us understanding that part
Yes.
of his suffering and his departure. I still feel that there's a lot now that happens on the other side. And I want us to dive deeper into that, but we've run out of time.
Okay.
You've done so much justice, and I'm crossing my fingers. I would have loved to just record everything and cut it up into 2 pieces, but now I've got 4 more now, because now I really want to find out how the drama unfolds. I feel like there's a lot of drama coming.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think for today, please allow me to wrap it up here.
Yes.
And ask forgiveness from our viewers to say we've got another guest that is waiting. We've been keeping them waiting. And I feel like this is closure for us for now. We're going to pick it up again and dive deeper into the deeper lessons of what happens, because this is stage 1. Stage 2 is still coming way now. We dive into the dynamics of what actually happens then going forward from the time when you are now arranging, doing your funeral arrangements. And we still need to also talk about your grief, the grieving process, because you speak with such a smile. But the story that you're speaking about is so painful. So I want to sort of dive into that as well, to say there are so many people like you who struggle to showcase emotion. Doesn't mean that the emotion is not there. It's there. It's just that now we struggle in how to showcase it and, embrace it.
Yes.
But thank you so much for coming through. Please don't drop us. I'm really gonna just cross my fingers and pray that you come back to give us the deep lessons that you have, because I feel like it will be an incomplete story if we don't do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for being with us and following us and engaging and liking and sharing. I know you've got a lot of questions. You've got, so many things that you want to figure out with regards to this story. Drop a comment below, drop a like, drop a share, or drop whatever it is that you feel that you want to know, so that when we come back again, we'll be able to answer what you guys really wanted to know. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, engaging, and sharing. Don't forget that this is the Hope Revolution podcast, and you and I, we are one family. Without wasting time, I really just want to thank you for borrowing us your ears and your heart. And just thank our beautiful guest for honoring our platform and coming through. And thank the production team as well for the amazing, consistent work that they're doing for us. From me and the team at large, it's bye for now.